Hey guys, real quick, it is just a couple days before the eclipse, and as of today, I've got probably at least 4 videos in my phone. I haven't gotten around to editing. It's been crazy. I don't know. It's also August, and I don't know if any of you remember from last year, this is not my favorite month. Laura's birthday was just Tuesday. So I don't know. Although it's not a good excuse. I haven't posted anything since 4th of July, or just the week after from the Pride Parade. Anyway, point being, I was about to make my lens with the solar paper I got for the camera and realized that I should probably vlog it. It's probably too important of a project I'm doing not to. So anyway, let me see if I can turn this camera around and show you what I'm doing. Alright, sorry about the lighting. It's just natural light. I'm on Jason's workbench. In front of the window. I don't know if you guys remember the workbench. I don't remember if I videoed we did the workbench. Or not. Jeez, might be one. We made it for Jason's press. Sorry about the messy table. Don't look at that. But Charlie's been using it as a computer desk. He finally got his computer together. Alright. So anyway, here I have just a cheap Walmart UV filter. Nothing fancy. I got one because the Pentax had one when I got one ages ago. And I thought I had a darker one, like a sunglasses, like a polarizing filter. But I looked in both camera bags and I can't seem to find it anywhere. My luck, it's probably on a lens. It's in the pawn shop still. Anyway, I got my sewing shears. I try not to have a cut paper with them. And if those don't work, I'm going to practice on an edge of this. Because an instructional video I watched said that they used, or on an article that they used a razor. So I have one of these because I don't have an X-Acto knife. Sharper than, I was going to use a box cutter, but then Jason remembered he had these from when he went through a small time where he was going to use a old-fashioned razor. Tape to protect the other side of the double-bladed razor, so I don't cut myself. Anyway, I ended up getting this in Germany, or it came from Germany. The paper that I had bookmarked on Amazon, I waited just a little bit too long. By the time payday rolled around, everybody was sold out. This was on like the 28th, or like the 3rd, no, I think it was one of the last days of last month. I think there's some on Amazon now, but they were overpriced because the 6x6 or 8x8 piece I was going to buy was listed as like $14.97 or $11.97 and like $4 shipping. And now I haven't checked this week, but last week they were like $30, $39. Originally I bought some solar glasses from Walmart, and Jason was like, well, you could just, put 2 little pieces together. That's all you need. But I was worried about there being a crease. And of course I wasn't going to tape it together because then there'd be tape when I'm trying to take a picture. So, all right, let me open this up and cut a corner and see if there's any damage to the paper. All right, this stuff is really thin. Thinner than I thought it would be. Good thing I have a whole sheet of it. I don't need much of it. I could probably make 2, but I'm really only going to use 1 camera at a time. I plan to set up the D3000 on a tripod for time-lapse, and then I'm going to use the 3200 for my close-up for the zoom when it's in totality. All right, so let's see. Nope. Cut just like paper. Didn't wrinkle or crack that I can see. But oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see that. There's so much dust on it now. It's probably not the best room to do this in. I can't even pull a shirt out of the dryer without cat hair getting on it. All right, so next step. Okay, this is the zoom lens on the 3200, so it's not quite the same. But the cool thing I noticed is there's a little bit of extra plastic on the outside. In fact, the kit lens has probably double this thickness. So I think if I make a little bit of a mistake and don't get the paper just right, as long as it fits in here really, really closely, I think it'll be okay. So anyway, I wiped as much of this down as I could with cat hair dust. It's probably not perfect. This UV filter needs to be cleaned off too. This is probably not the way to go about that. I should probably trace this on paper or a piece of styrofoam. All right, I got a piece of styrofoam from a paper plate. Don't have anything to set my phone on, unfortunately. Make this easier. Let me see if I can get it set up over here. All right, it isn't perfect by any means. Actually, it's a pretty decent shot. It's resting on the press. All right, so make this quick. I just have a dart that's broken. I don't really need a pen, I just need to make an impression in the foam. Actually, duh. Probably just push that hard enough. I'm so smart. Sometimes. Alright. I hate cutting circles. And to be fair, this was the outside, because it screws on this way. And then the inside of this is threaded in case you want to attach like an ND filter, polarizing filter. Speaking of which, we're also going to take a couple little pieces like this and put it on a piece of tape, put it on the back of our phones. I read somewhere that it's an easy way to cheat if you want to take pictures with your phone. Although this video is probably going to go up after, so it won't matter by now. Unless I hurry up and edit this today before I go to work. For the record, this will probably be up before the other ones I need to get up, because, I don't know, this one's a little more time sensitive. If that makes any sense. That's a little bit on the big side. I guess I'd have a tiny bit of room for air, which is good. As long as the thing's not sliding around in there. I guess even if it shifted a millimeter or so, that plastic lip. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if light would leak in or not. This thing is like, when it screws on, I don't know how close it is to the other glass. Could be just about 1 millimeter itself. Because it's not like a back of an old camera where you have to make sure no light leaks in the negative. So you just have to worry about what you're looking at for the most part. I'm going to try to do it as close as possible. Sorry if this is slow and boring. And I also did read that it could wrinkle, or watched on a video. You could wrinkle a little bit and it still works. You just can't like crease it or cut it. Great, now it's stuck in here. Just like when I make cookies at Christmas time. My dough is never cold enough. Always sticks inside the cutters. That's a little bit better. It's a piece of paper. Probably lay in there just fine. Okay, now what I did not think about, being able to cut this without shifting a whole lot, and me getting too many fingerprints on it. Wish me luck. At least I have a whole sheet of it. And I have to use the styrofoam to press against, not try to cut the edge, because I need to change the size of it by accident. Alright. There we are. There's a little bit of a dimple in it. I don't know how I managed that. I'm going to take some practice shots today. Oh, I hope that's not going to mess it up too bad. Alright, I went and got my lens cleaner because I can't seem to get the fingerprints off of this. I know I probably shouldn't just use my shirt. That won't even come off. There we go. That's better. Here's the kit lens I was talking about. And I'm sure you guys, if anybody's watching this that is watching it because they already do photography, they're going to kind of be like, duh, I know what the kit lens is. It's a basic lens that comes with a camera package, whatever camera you buy. Okay, let's try not to make sure, blah, I don't get anything sandwiched between. And I keep setting it back down on the cardboard. Probably not the best idea. That's a little bit too big for this side. Dang it. Should have known. Alright, I'm going to trim that up. Alright. I found it easier than trying to figure out how to measure and put it in this small side. I just stuck it in the end there. And kind of just trimmed it off a couple small places until it's in here. There's a tiny little edge. You can't see it. Probably a millimeter at best where you can see the plastic, but I don't think it's going to be a big issue. All right. So there you have it. Can you see that in the light? All right, I'm going to take this outside. So I think the sun might be behind clouds. It is supposed to be partly cloudy. I didn't realize this had so much bigger top. Actually, I want to make sure the inside of this is clean. I haven't done that in a while. Clean off the mirror, reflector. I'm so not careful with this camera like I should be. Clean out the little amazing optic inside there. For anybody that's still listening to me ramble, I spent a couple hours online last night on Google Earth trying to figure out exactly where I was going to go. I don't have the luxury of driving 3 hours away just to scope out a location. I'm not completely happy with the foreground. Maybe I can composite something in, but it's okay. Could be worse. At least it's not a bunch of just trees. It is pretty much just an open field with a little pond in the foreground. So this is still dirty, but it's easily removable if I find something more interesting, like a abandoned house, or I don't know why I was gonna say castle. I don't know. Maybe a big rock formation. Something cool. All right. I don't like that dimple in the film, but we'll see if it makes a difference. All right. The sun shows up way too small. This is only 55 millimeter. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is just hold it to the front of this, or hold it to a piece of paper to the front of it. This is gonna work, I'm sure. You just can't see anything through it right now because it's not that bright. I hope I didn't make the wrong choice for using it for a whatchamacallit, time lapse. That, or it's just the sun is not doing what I want it to do today. Or I mean, it's not going to be the same as that day. But they said you could take practice photos, so. But if I zoom in with this, it's going to be a lot easier to notice, because I can take a gigantic close-up of the sun. I'm about to run out of battery power too, so I'm going to go test this. I will throw up, post any pictures that I get, figure out when my settings are good, and that's probably going to be it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little DIY solar. If you're in the States and just amateurish like me, it won't really matter because I don't think we're going to get another one anytime soon. But there you have it. Till next time. Bye.